Hello, everybody. It's Zach. Yeah, I got myself a haircut. Had to freshen up my hair a little bit. And I'm here just making this video to kind of say to y'all, go check out my last video as the little compilation that I made of Mahler, PSA, Sitch, and Magog of Morscar. If you haven't already checked that out, it is rather entertaining. It did disappointing in kind of views and whatnot, and yeah, I mean, I guess that's what I get for making such a long video, but nonetheless. And second reason why why I'm making this video is to sort of get through the point that I guess wasn't picked up in the last video, or at least wasn't seen in the last video, anyways, that I uploaded, is to talk about the state of my YouTube channel right now. Now, as you all have noticed, I've been kind of really slowing down on the Dark Conservatarian YouTube channel. And even, well, DarkCon Entertainment it wasn't that active a whole lot anyways. But nonetheless, yeah, you notice that I haven't been very active on the Dark Conservatarian YouTube channel. Haven't done live streams primarily. Now, for any of y'all that did not catch it, the last two live streams that I had hosted via OBS anyways, like restarted. Well, okay. One of them, my computer like restarted on itself right in the middle of the live stream. It gave me a big old blue screen that said, we're restarting your computer because of system malfunctions. Wait as we gather data or whatever the heck the exact description was. But basically, yeah, it just restarted completely on its own. And then the time before that, the stream shut down on its own. And for that matter, some of y'all who might have seen my election night coverage might have noticed that the part one live stream of that night, it kind of ended rather abruptly. It was because my computer had restarted on itself right then, and so that forced me to having to do a part two on top of that 2 hour part one of that night that I did. But yeah, the first part ended kind of abruptly because my computer restarted on itself. And it's just driving me insane, all the problems I'm having with OBS and whatnot. And talking to Aircraft Sparky, he says that he's got 15 gigs of RAM, and that is still not enough RAM for him to do proper, smooth running, never cutting off from itself live streams, more particularly OBS. And me, I am running on 8 gigs of RAM. So yeah, you can see as to how that, or at least one of the contributing reasons as to why I'm having problems with my computer. So yeah, it's really trying my sanity to do all those live streams, and it just ends up going kaput on me because of technical issues. And not to mention, on top of that, I'm wanting to really try to provide quality content to y'all. And so I decided better to be doing no live streams, to be upgrading my computer before doing any further live streams, rather than keep on trying to do news streams that end up with crap quality, whatnot. So yeah, if anybody who hasn't seen it yet, I mean, particularly the regulars that watch my live streams, Zachary Colley, Koi Monster, JC Armitage, Techno 12,000, Set 1000, or Techno 1200, I can't remember if it's 1200 or 12,000, but you get my drift. True Grave, even though the recent few months he hasn't been watching my live streams a whole lot. Metal Doomer, who pops in on occasion. Red Feather, and of course a few others. Myth Cuttlefish, all the regulars there. Am I forgetting any? No, I can't think of any off the top of my head. Mikhail the Stray Cat, Invisible Hand, and all the rest of them that I cannot quite think off the top of my head. Yeah, thank you all for your patience in me not providing live streaming content for you guys to tune in as of recently. But yeah, that's the story behind that. Sorry, I'm just postponing the news stream until I can upgrade my computer. That's one reason as to why that I slowed down on my primary channel. And the reasoning as to why that I'm not as fast paced on the lives on my channel is because it's multifaceted. There's lots of reasons to it. That's the first and probably biggest reason as to why that I kind of stopped. It's also because excuse me. It's also because of this whole election fraud stuff. subject and whatnot. Honestly, it's kind of hard. It's exhausting, honestly, to be talking about election fraud. It's hard or next to impossible to be finding absolute hard evidence as to that there's definitely voter fraud going on. There's so many articles and then counter articles that are going up against each other as to as to show voter fraud, then explain away how it's not exactly voter fraud, and you just get my drift on that front right there, I think. But yeah, it's just exhausting to try to sift through all the facts on that, and it's just I probably should have stopped talking about it a long time ago, but that's probably another reason as to why that I kind of slowed down on my channels because I felt burnt from it. I mean, I guess I felt burnt from talking about politics consistently because of the election in general, because that's when that I would really been trying to do it hard on the content creation, reviewing the debates and so forth, and of course election night. And so it just got me burnt on top of trying to bite it at the bit to do my research for election fraud. And even then, my research for election fraud hasn't been sufficient enough. Quite honestly, I can't satisfy anybody as far as research for voter fraud goes, whether or not it actually exists for this presidential election. And so I just decided that for right now that I'm gonna be putting off on talking about that subject any further. And because I did try to talk about it so much and try researching for it so much with little to no fruit on the subject, it just burnt me out, honestly, unfortunately. And so I'm just taking a little bit of a break, and also because of the holidays. So those are the first two reasons as to why that I kind of slowed down. Computer problems, technical or computer problems, and feeling burnt out because of the election and researching voter fraud stuff and all that stuff. And also because of the holidays being present among us. Prepping and, gift buying and all the other socializing type of stuff. It's just eating up my time on top of the fact that I also work full time. If I did not work a full time job, I would instead of that full 9 to 5, or more specifically 7 to 4, those are my typically what my hours look like in the workday, Monday through Friday, 7 to 4. But if I did not have that full time job, obviously I'd be devoting almost all that time to doing content creation for my YouTube channel. But because I don't have that sort of free time, I work a full-time job, and the holidays are among us, it's eating up a good portion of my time. And so I just don't really want to strain myself on that front, mentally or spiritually strain on myself. And the reason number 4 as to why that I have slowed down on my YouTube channel as of recently is because of, honestly, there's been a little episode of drama that's been kind of weighing heavily on my mind overall. In my average day-to-day life, it's not greatly affecting my mood, but it's still something that is presently on my mind. And the fact that reason number 3, the holidays, that kind of ties into reason number 4 a little bit. And because of the holidays being among us, it just it kind of haunts me on that front. And because of, however you would want to word it, because of that bit of drama that I am not going to go into further detail on, but the holidays haunt me on that front, basically. It's the best way that I can put it. So it's probably safe to say that at least until I get my computer upgraded, I'm probably not going to do any more of the news streams, of the OBS news streams on my primary channel. I could, I guess, do StreamYard news streams on my primary YouTube channel, but I don't want to go with that low of quality because, for one thing, I don't think it's doing that well in the views and ratings and whatnot. And plus, I really want to provide higher quality content, and the only way for me to do that properly is using OBS. Like I have such potential ambitions that I want to bring into fruition, like the introductory introduction footage, the stream starting soon footage, and the flames background and whatnot. That's why I have this green screen set up, and having computer problems, it almost seems like it's in vain, you know? Um, so at least until I get my computer upgrading the RAM and solving the other problems with it, or possible problems with it. Not going to be doing any more live streams on my primary channel. Like, as far as content creation goes, I'm still going to work on the edited projects. I'm still going to progressively work on editing the response video to Tim Horn. And also, I have a bit of a collaboration response project in the works with Metal Doomer. So there's a little bit of announcement right there for y'all, in case you were wondering. So I am still working on that collaboration project, Doomer. Don't you worry. I'm not giving up on that. It's just the news streams on my primary channel that I'm kind of stopping until at least till the new year. That's probably what's gonna be like, honestly. As disappointing as that might sound to some of y'all, I think it's time for a little bit of a break. A small hiatus. Every time that I go starting or almost tempted to start a new hiatus, it feels like I just came off of one. I think in reality, the last hiatus that I had was sometime in mid-summer, actually. And yet, in spite of it being like 5 or 6 months ago, it still feels like I just came off of one. Like only a few weeks ago, when in reality, that's not truly the case. What I just started, though, was trying to get myself on a regular schedule of Tuesday evenings and Sunday afternoons doing my news streams. And that's looking to be kind of short-lived or short-done, whatever, before I get into yet a new hiatus. So yeah. Until I get the computer upgraded and stuff. And also, for any of the y'all who as far as content creation goes, in further extension of that, talking about that, go check out my secondary channel, DarkCon Entertainment. I'll provide a link down in the description box below, probably. I got some live streams planned for that channel, because honestly, I am still doing StreamYard streams with the secondary channel, because I don't feel like that there is as much expectation on my secondary channel as my primary channel, honestly. So I just go, yeah, fuck it, whatever. Do the StreamYard streams on the secondary channel, so whatever. I do have a couple ideas for what I'm doing on the secondary channel as far as live streams go. One of them in particular is going to be real good. Trust me when I say it's going to be good, folks. Possibly even going to have loudmouth reviews on to be responding to a certain bovine avatar rocking YouTube commentator. Yes, y'all can probably guess as to who that is, but yeah. So check out my secondary channel to sort of quench you guys' thirst on content creation. And I'm also going to be working on some edited response videos. I also have some unscripted rants in the works planned. Well, not in the works right now, but that I have planned and want to get done before the end of the year, before the end of the month and whatnot. But until then, it's gonna continue to be slow. Sorry, folks. I hope you all understand. For those of you who don't, that's alright, that's understandable. I feel kind of guilty doing this anyways. But for all of you who do remain patient with me, thanks. Really appreciate it. Anyway, just thought I'd it'd only be fair that I give you all a proper update as to what is going on with my YouTube channel. So now you know. In case I don't speak to you all again here soon, have a happy and safe holidays. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, all that other jazz. Happy Kwanzaa, you know, yada yada. But especially a Merry Christmas.